Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a first time watcher, glad to have you here. If you're a returning favorite, welcome back. So I am back with a Bath & Body Works Christmas haul. Right, it is the middle of October. Halloween is still behind me. But we are going to be talking about Bath & Body Works Christmas. I have 6 candles from the buy one get one sale this past weekend, and an accessory which I never thought I would buy. So let's get into it here. So there's 6 candles, like I said. Now, what's really weird this year, and it could be because of COVID, I don't know what, but it almost seems like fall candles ended one day and Christmas was out the next day. There was like no like gradual change. It just seemed like it kind of happened all at once. And let me know that if you thought that happened at your stores too. I mean, online, these candles are still not there. It's still fall and core candles online, but the 2 stores I was at this weekend, the fall candle selection was like nothing. And I know they're going to be on sale half off, tomorrow or today, whenever I'm posting this, but they were non-existent. So this might be the earliest I have seen this many Christmas candles out in for Bath & Body Works. I don't think I've ever seen this many out, at least in a non-test store, right? Test stores, if that's even still a thing, they would be getting them in October, and we would get them, or September, we would get them in like the end of October, like right after Halloween or so. But no, it's different. And what's really interesting here is I have candles from 3 different collections here, and an accessory, right? I have one store which is a huge white barn, white barn within a store, okay? And I have a smaller one near me that's just a Bath & Body Works. Then I have another one that is a smaller Bath & Body Works with a white barn inside. It's the newest store near me. Well, the big one, I went and I visited them and I got 4 candles, right? So then I figured, I'll call and see if they have these other candles I want with the glass lids. And they said, oh no, we have them, but they won't be on the floor until next week. I'm thinking, okay, so a lot of other folks on social media have gotten them, and just want to see what was up. So then I called this other store, the small store that has a white barn, and it's like, oh yeah, we put everything out that we have. So it's like, it's just inconsistent over who follows the rules. What are the rules for floor sets for putting out candles? I guess if you don't have candles to put out, you just put everything out, right? That's what happened for Candle Day last year. And the day after Christmas 2 years ago. I mean, we were getting semi-annual sale stuff 2 weeks before Christmas, if you remember that. Enough of that ranting. Let's talk. So, let's go over the 6 candles I have here. Christmas Cider. Most of these are new. Sparkling Icicles. Not that one. Gingerbread Marshmallow. Frosted Spearmint. Vanilla Birch. And Fresh Winter Air. So, on the accessory. So let's talk about these. Let's talk about this one here first. It's Christmas Cider. I love these labels. This whole collection here with this little window cut out, that's the wax behind there. So they're using white wax on all of these so that when they burn, this whole thing will illuminate. So that's really cool. This is reindeer, or what was that? Bunny and a sleigh there. 360 degree wrap around, pretty good on the seam right there. Okay. This has a thick wick. I don't have much hope for this on my end. This one reads mulled cinnamon, crushed clove, creamy nutmeg, and simmering cider, of course, with essential oils. And now with these new Christmas candles, they're putting all the ingredients on them, similar to what Goose Creek does, and most any candle company over in Europe. They have to put the ingredients on there. They have some regulation over there. So it's 2 different kinds of wax. I don't know. I'm not going to get all into that. But anyhow, I've smelled this a few times. Most of the time I smell this, I get like a Cinnabon, like the middle of a Cinnabon on it. I don't really get a huge cider vibe from this. And then sometimes I smell it and I get a little bit of cider, but that cinnamon in here is like a really gourmand cinnamon. And, you know, there's the apple in here a little bit, but for the most part, I'm getting like a gourmand Cinnabon or a cinnamon roll. Really weird. We'll see how this thing burns. I typically don't have good luck with these thick wicks for whatever reason that they use. I don't know if I'm sensitive to the wick there, but whenever I burn a Bath and Body Works with a thick wick, I get a kerosene smell. So we'll see. We'll see. So that's supposedly new. I think it's new. All right, let's go over here to, no, let's not do that one. Let's do this one here. Sparkling Icicles. This is not new. I believe it skipped a year though. I don't think it was out last year. Really cool. What's that, like a scene from the Nutcracker? Some mice skating and a Ferris wheel in the background there, and some houses. These are great labels. They really thought these labels through. You know, with the trees outlining it there, and they all have these decorative lids. Thin wicks. So, I think I've smelled this one before, and I think I always go back and forth on this one, because sometimes I'm like, oh, it's just a cologne candle. And other times I'm like, no, it's very zesty, and like there's some greenery in here. So, I don't know, we'll see how I like it this year. Glittering Ice, fresh bergamot sprigs, bright holiday greenery. I mean, there's no denying you get that bergamot citrusy going on here. The iced, glittering ice. I mean, there's like a cooling note on here, right? Sparkling Icicles. And I'm not picking up too much greenery on cold. So, I think I'm definitely going to be burning this soon. I think it's, you know. Like I said, I've gone back and forth with this. The girl told me today, she's like, oh, what about Ice Vanilla Woods? No, get that thing away from me. But yeah, Sparkling Icicles there. So then the next new one in this collection, which I'm hearing could be a repackage of a Slatkin era candle, which I'm not familiar with there, is Frosted Spearmint. So here is, we have reindeer flying over. We have some Christmas lights strung from tree to tree, and it's got the blue and the white wax, the thin wicks. Frozen apple, snow-capped mint, creamy sandalwood, and iced musk. So when I first smelled this in the store, I got a huge whiff of like Wrigley spearmint gum. Not so much. It's had time to kind of acclimate to room temperature here in the house. And I do get that, but I'm also getting the apple now. I was not getting the apple in the store, and I smelled it a few times at home here. I was not getting the apple. Maybe it was like the first time it had been opened, you know, since it was produced. But the spearmint is certainly the dominant note in this candle, not the apple, at least on cold. There is something in here, I think it's the musk, that could be off-putting to me and give me a headache. We'll see. We'll see. There's something in there that's in the background that's kind of off-putting to me. So we'll see how that goes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fourth. This collection doesn't have many candles in it, at least right now. This is what everyone was talking about, because apparently if you put the word marshmallow on a candle, everyone goes nuts. Gingerbread marshmallow here. And I admit, I went nuts when I saw it too, on social media. Again, white wax, thick wicks. Okay. Gingerbread spice, eggnog, spiced rum, vanilla frosting, brown sugar crystals. This is spiced gingerbread with a little bit of a marshmallow note. There's nothing special going on here. Cool label though with the glitter. You know, I don't know how I feel about the glitter on the candles. I don't know. You know, Scentworks is doing it with a few of theirs. Bath and Body Works, they've always done it. I don't know. I could go without it though. I love the lid on this. It's a bunch of snowflakes. It's a really cool lid. But yeah, this is just spiced gingerbread with a little bit of a marshmallow note on here. Nothing spectacular. So if you like spiced gingerbread, gingerbread spice, whatever they want to call it there, because Scentworks has gingerbread spice, so I think Bath & Body Works has spiced gingerbread. Just go back and forth. You'll like this if you like marshmallow or a vanilla. But I don't mind it. Is it something special? No. No. Nope. All right, next up, these two. These are the ones I had to go to the other store for. They're the special glass lids because I wanted to talk about them. So these are supposedly not going to be on the floor set until next week. But like I said, some stores have already put them out. Some stores are following by the rules, whatever rules they may be. But this is basically the White Barn. I'll show this here to you. It's basically the White Barn core collection with a fancy glass lid that is like a ripoff of some of the Homeworks glass lids that Harry's been doing the past couple years. And they're like, I think they're nice for like coasters and everything. And of course, they're $2 more or $26.50. So, you know, we had the marble lids 2 years ago, which are very nice. And they have these little glass lids here, which, you know, if you put the Harry Slatkin insignia in the middle there, I mean, it looks like a Harry Slatkin lid from one of his jars. I don't like when they do these lids for one reason only, because whenever I put them on, I feel like they are so tight I'm going to shatter the candle. Like that, it scares me, because the suction goes all the way on the inside of the vessel, whereas on these, it's on the outside for the most part. I mean, it still goes on the inside, but, you know, with these, I was like, it scares me. Glass on glass scares me. Even marble on glass scared me too. But anyhow, so these are just the matte glass, you know, that they do for the core collection, and they kind of match the glass with the label. They're doing a white gardenia in this collection. I don't know why. I mean, this is vanilla birch. It's been out before. The only reason why I got this was because I needed to pair it with this one here, because they're both $26.50, buy one get one free, and I used my 20% off, of course. White birch, Madagascar vanilla, warm sandalwood, essential oils. We've smelled this before. It's very vanilla-y. It's not as much. So there's vanilla balsam, right? And then there's vanilla birch. So vanilla balsam has more of that balsam, more of a tree vibe, right? Vanilla birch doesn't really give off that tree vibe as much as vanilla balsam does. It's a nice creamy woodsy vanilla. I like it. I enjoy it. So that scares me every time. All right, then here is my favorite one of the whole collection here. Fresh Winter Air. And this is actually blue. The camera makes it look purple. It's actually blue, and you can see this reminds me of that that body care that they had out last year. The one that was like unique to everybody's body type or whatever. That's what that label reminds me of. And the same thing here. It's hard to tell, but it does have that like rainbow finish on it right there. And this one's really nice. Okay. This one reads Zesty Citrus, Fresh Peppermint, and Cold Evergreen. I wish this candle were not, at least now, I want it to be in a regular jar. And I don't know if it's going to come in a wallflower or any of the other things there, but I do wish it came in a regular vessel without the fancy lid, because I would certainly stock up on it when it came on sale. This is a very nice outdoor, you're in the woods, it's very chilly, little bit of tree, but mostly fresh and clean air. Cold, fresh and clean air. This has some nice thin wicks that I think are going to perform really well for me. The glass, you know, it chips, it's painted, it's more translucent than some of the other jars that I've seen. And interesting that they didn't color match the wax to the vessel like they do in the other core line. So this one, star of the show for me there. Oh God, I hate that. So yeah, and these could be used, these lids, for coasters when you're done with them, or if you want, you can put the candle on there, let it burn, you know, so you have a heat resistant surface there. So that's not a bad thing. Now, here is the accessory that I swear I would never buy, because I don't usually buy these things, because to me, sorry, they're useless. I only buy functional accessories. That's kind of what I've been known to do, like a hurricane or a tea light holder or something like that. But I just could not pass this up. This is stunning. There is a spinning snowflake in here, and I will get a better video of this and overlay in the dark. I will overlay a dark, you know, this in a dark room, so you can actually see what this looks like. It's astonishing. It was $60 with my coupon getting down to $47. It also plays music. Has a couple different Christmas songs. I think Jingle Bells is one of them, and I think there's like 2 or 3 that it rotates through. But they also had the snowman, which was tall, but all he did was just glitter, and he was too tall for me. This has motion in it, plus music, so I figured, you know what, for the first time ever, I'm going to snag one of these. And it's got a nice, you know, silver thing on there. It's a satin silver on the top, a little chrome on the bottom. So we'll take a video of that, and it just turns off, and you can see the silver snowflake on the inside there. So this to me is awesome. And once again, I had to go to the other store to get this. I wasn't really trying to plan on getting it, but I had to go to the other store. I got this with the glass lid. So again, this is probably going to be on the floor next week, along with, I really want to get that ceramic Santa coming down the chimney holder, but I blew on my 20% off coupon, so I'm going to need a new 20% off coupon, so hopefully they mail some. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon. Have a good one.